Hello and welcome, my name is Teretrix Wargaming and this is my review on the Primaris Firestrike Servo-Turret. Just before we hop into that, I'm very sorry for the lateness in this video. I've been trying to set up my Einzel Ghoul miniature, how I made him and stuff, but as all COVID stuff in 2020 goes, it's taken too long to edit. It was about, I think, an hour of editing I had to do, where the FPS then killed itself, and the FPS in my phone then killed itself. So I lost all of that stuff, so it wasn't good enough. I might upload it without any commentary, so you can just watch it and put a video on. I'll put maybe some music behind it. But you can watch that maybe, and have fun with what I've edited to now, because I've spent about 10 hours on it and it's just been killing itself. But before I keep on talking badly, let's hop onto this, because we know how bad 2020's gone. So this is my review on the Primaris Firestrike Servo-Turret. We can see it's got a lovely picture to it. I think that's a 50mm base, if I'm not correct in saying. It's the same as a Redemptor Dreadnought, but don't quote me on that. We'll see in a minute. But you can see ultramarine colours, so it's a Smurf. But, it can be swapped around with autocannons, and see back here with the las cannons. I think those are las cannons. But I do like the Primaris version. Get a light into that. The Primaris version of the Tech Marine, and we can see it's an easy to build. Loved easy to build stuff. I'm so certain we took that Redemptor Dreadnought off, because 25 quid for a Redemptor Dreadnought was amazing, and they have just shot us all in the foot with its pricing now. Gonna have to wait for when they go cheaper. But I have bought the Indominus box set, so I'll be doing a review soon, but that is a pre-ordered one, because I was one of the unlucky few who bought it too late. It starts off, I'll put that over there. So we've got this. I like how they've done that. Got a lot of stuff we have to go through for this, and a lot of parts. Looks like quite a long one. I might do a time lapse of me building it. And we get our transfer sheets. This will be put into my ultramarine pile, so I might just chuck these onto eBay or check them onto some of my ultramarine models I may make soon. There's the base. We see it's got points dug in, so I'm guessing that's where the feet are going to go to. Of the thing, but that's a quad foot, and we'll work it out in a minute. And lastly, we've got the spruce. The spruce does look beautiful though in how it's been done. We got a teeny bit of basing necessities. I'll get the light onto that, because of course lighting is my 100% good thing. But there is the base, and it does look like quite a nice one. I might not put it on this miniature, because I might put some sandbags around his feet and stuff to give it some defense, but that I might put onto a proper model, so a captain or something, so I'll chuck them onto my Indominus guys. Then we got our autocannons and our las cannon parts. Now, am I looking at that wrong, or do we have 4 las cannons? I think I'm looking at that wrong, but that looks cool. There's the turret seat, there's part of the Primaris guy. What I'm probably going to do, because it's pushed to fit, set up the Primaris guy independently so he doesn't get painted with it, because he is in my colours of my, I think it's third company, so he's going to be red. So, without trying to jolt anything, it's going to be painted a lot like this guy, so in the third company colours, but you know how that goes if I have more than one, and you know how difficult yellow is to paint. We've got these nice little bits. I might do as well some kit bashing along with it, so put some skulls and some other stuff onto the base just to give them some nice dynamic. So let's hop over to the time lapse of me making it. Probably take quite a long time, this time lapse, and me umming and erring in what it turns into. So if it's longer than I anticipated it to be, we'll probably just skip it to where it is now. So Matthew and editing, if you wanna. now with it done, it's a very nice looking model kit. It took some time to understand how it's done, but the parts for it are very well explained, they're very well managed, and it's not that difficult to understand what's actually happening. It's quite good to be how dynamic it is. You don't need to magnetize everything, which I do love. I'm not good at all with magnetization, but need to get onto it. I do love this part on the front with the rivets, because it's not Warhammer without the riveting. Such a riveting thing. I do like the dynamics with you being able to change around, alter everything, again without magnetics. So that saves on the money and costs everything, but it does have a problem. Always with the easy to fit kits, they have a problem. I found with this one, it's very weak at some sections. We've got, which foot is it? It's this foot here. It's very weak, that port, or this foot. The problem is, when I glue it at one stage, but it just wiggles a lot. And then all the parts connected very well, apart from, as you've probably seen the time lapse, this arm. This arm just did not want to connect. I broke that point by accident when I was making it, and it was a very small and weak section, which was probably my fault, but that's the problem with the easy to fit, is you can't, whenever that happens, you just can't notice. I mean, don't notice what's wrong. But overall, this kit it's a very nice looking one. It's quite sad that the turrets can't traverse upwards. They don't have a nice depression onto them, but it works nicely. I believe the autocannons do look much nicer than something like the las cannons. The las cannons don't fit on it that nicely. I'll quickly just show you it with the las cannons. See how quick it is just to change it around, so that's a good thing if you're playing games. And as well, they cut out. Woo! You don't need to go over with your knife, your scissors, and your drill bits to actually just get a nice hole. They're already pre-done. I do like what they've done on the autocannon with that shaping, because that's a nice shape. Have I got one of my autocannon parts around? I will check. I know I have an autocannon, a spare autocannon somewhere. I don't think it's with me right now, the spare autocannon, but I'll get a spare las cannon. I'll quickly just cut out of its points, show you what I mean. So it's a different looking las cannon, of course, but still a las cannon. These las cannons are done like this, and this is the one from the Imperial Guard, but these are already drilled out, which makes it very nice in how it's been done. They're very short, which makes me not like them, because I like my guns to be quite long, because I like it. Looks like it's got more range, makes it look more powerful, and autocannon's just a much nicer looking one, because I like my anti-infantry. I'm a very defensive playing unit guy. As you've probably seen with my army, they're Imperial Guard. What are they going to do? Are they going to white scar them on bikes? No, they're going to just sit back and build large amounts of defences, and that's the fun in Imperial Guard. Not Imperial Guard, Imperial Fists. God, I've already forgot my own chapter. That's bad. Now, I may post a video soon of me painting it up. It really depends if I've got the paints on me right now, because I don't know if my Avalon Sunset has gone out or it's died, because during the COVID break I didn't paint much, because I didn't have that many models. Mainly I didn't have any primers, so I couldn't prime my models. But as I'm having to buy new paints for this guy, of course, because I need to get my purples for his cape and the blacks, I will of course be buying more paints for this guy. So I'll check if I've got any yellow paint. If I have, I'll chuck it in the comments to say painting one coming out soon. If not, there won't be any painting part. But overall, this kit is a very nice looking one, very clean. I do like how they've updated it from the previous turret design. If you didn't know, the previous turret design was very blocky. It was a Tech Marine and a turbo turret. It was like a minigun. I'll chuck up a picture of it right now. So here, but it's a very blocky looking design. Very nice, but blocky. I like how this one's quite dynamic. What you could actually do if you really wanted to is make a concrete bunker around it, and that would look very nice. And actually, the more I think about it, the more I might make a base of a concrete bunker for that and put it in. But the thing I do hate the most out of this whole kit is holes. I hate hosing kits. I hate them so much. I know it's easy to build, and they're there for the easy to build aesthetic, and I do like it because of that reason. But I hate them because there are holes in it, and then I have to go over with mill putt or go for my basing material. It's irritating for me. It's probably just me being special there. But this helmet on that guy is very nice. I was actually in my head, I was like, please say that it isn't going to force me down the route to go with a no helmeted unit, because I think my only non-helmeted guys, I've got one squad of 5 of non-helmeted guys, and the rest of my army have helmets, because I just like need to keep it around helmets. And it's much nicer. I'll pick this up for screenshots. There we go. And let's get it for scale. So this is the normal Primaris Sergeant plasma pistol one. So it's about the same height as him. So if you put him, it's back to its backpack here. If you put him across the base, it's about the same height as Primaris guy. And compared to the Gravis guy, of course the Gravis will be just a tad taller than him. Compared to the normal Tactical Marine, it's a Tactical Marine, of course, a bit smaller. Overall, I think this kit's very good. It's not too pricey for a GW kit. It comes with a lot of spare bits that bits like the las guns if you're not going to use them, and is very good because it's a very dynamic unit. We'll quickly check that we have the rules for it. Oh no, did they not give us the rules? That's going to be irritating. No, there's the rules. So, there you go if you want to see what the rules are. I don't know anything about this. I think I played one game last year and barely any this, maybe not even one this year. So I'm more of a builder. But if you guys want to see the rules for it, there they are. Don't even know. These are all different stuff to me. Whew. Very difficult to understand. Don't know how you guys play games like this. Well, thank you very much for watching my video today. It's been very fun building this, setting it up, and again, I'm very sorry for the lateness on my video upload, but, well, here you go, there's something. I'll try and get all my stuff done, and the Dark Young, the thing I was talking about on 28mm scale, hopefully will be done in the next month or so, getting the parts for it, because it's chicken wire. I need to get my soldering iron all sorted for that, because it's going to be, I think it's about, another scaling if I do this guy. So it's about 5 of this guy in height, 5 Primaris Chapels in height, so it's quite tall. Again, thank you very much for watching the video. If you did like it, please consider subscribing and liking this video. But it's just nice to watch a video, isn't it, every now and then. Have a nice day. This is Teretrix Wargaming out.